To date, we've struck over 7,000 targets across Iran and its military infrastructure. That is not incremental. That is overwhelming force applied with precision. And again, today will be the largest strike package yet, just like yesterday was. As I've said from day one, our capabilities continue to build, Iran's continue to degrade. We're hunting and striking death and destruction from above.
At a U.S. military installation in the United Arab Emirates, operations on the AH-64 Apache attack helicopters never pause as ground personnel continuously refuel the aircraft and reload their weapon systems day and night. While this installation serves as the main launch hub for American aviators flying into the Strait of Hormuz to eliminate Iranian Shahed drones that have been targeting U.S. bases, allied forces, and oil tankers moving through the waterway. And once resupply is finished, some Apaches take off and head toward naval ships in the Gulf, where they land on flight decks and remain on standby while others proceed straight into the strait to conduct patrol missions as the rotation remains non-stop, with helicopters departing, returning, and staging aboard ships. And whenever Iranian drones appear on radar, the data is first received by the ship, where radar operators inside the Combat Information Center detect the contacts, identify them as hostile, and instantly pass the details to Apache crews either waiting on the deck or already airborne in the patrol area, after which the command is issued, and pilots on deck power up their engines and lift off within minutes, while those already in flight redirect toward the threat as the Apaches close in and engage the drones, shooting them down before they can reach their intended targets. And after completing their task, some helicopters return to the ships to reload and refuel for the next alert, while others fly back to the UAE base for a complete turnaround, where maintenance teams carry out a full rearming process as the 19-round Hydra 70 rocket pods are replenished. With unguided rockets, with each Apache capable of carrying up to 4 pods, totaling 76 rockets per helicopter, and the pods are mounted onto the stub wing pylons and secured while every rocket is inspected before sealing, and the 30mm chain gun ammunition drum beneath the nose is refilled with a fresh belt of high-explosive rounds used to destroy drones at close range, after which AGM-114 Hellfire missiles are installed onto rail launchers on the stub wings, as these laser-guided anti-armor missiles are capable of destroying heavily protected vehicles, bunkers, and larger targets, with each missile carefully slid into place, connected electrically, and locked securely. And once fully armed, the helicopter is ready for flight again, while nearby, on a desert airstrip, a U.S. C-17 transport aircraft lands and taxis to the unloading zone, carrying another AH-64 Apache delivered as a replacement to maintain uninterrupted patrol coverage over the Strait of Hormuz. And transporting a helicopter inside a cargo aircraft requires partial disassembly. So, unloading begins immediately, as personnel remove crates containing detached components, including rotor blades, the tail rotor assembly, stub wings, weapon pylons, avionics panels, and containers of rockets and Hellfire missiles. And everything is either carried or moved off the ramp using carts before the helicopter itself is carefully pulled from the cargo bay without its rotor blades, and with landing gear unlocked as it is manually guided down the ramp by a large team, ensuring every movement avoids damage to sensors, weapons, and the airframe. And once off the aircraft, the Apache is connected to a military tow vehicle while crates of parts and ammunition are loaded alongside it and onto a flatbed trailer, and the convoy moves across the airstrip to the assembly area, where mechanics begin work by attaching and securing the rotor blades, installing the tail rotor and connecting the drive shaft, bolting on stub wings, mounting weapon pylons, reconnecting and testing avionics systems, loading rockets into pods, installing Hellfire missiles onto rails, and refilling the chain gun ammunition drum, after which the crew completes a full systems inspection, including hydraulics, electrical systems, flight controls, engines, and weapons, and once all systems are verified, the Apache is cleared for flight. While at the same time, aboard a ship in the strait, the combat alarm sounds again as radar detects another wave of Iranian drones approaching the formation, and an Apache already positioned on deck powers up, its rotor reaching full speed as it lifts off quickly, climbs, turns toward the incoming threat, and moves to intercept while the pilot locks onto targets using onboard sensors, aligns the weapon system, and fires as the drones are struck and destroyed. And the pilot confirms the kills, reports the engagement back to the ship, and the information is relayed to command as the target is confirmed, destroyed, and the mission verified, after which the Apache returns to its patrol position and stands ready for the next alert as the cycle continues.